This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 35, Mike 35. I got you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Trying to get it to Landry there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the ready. 44's Mike. Check. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check. Leo. Spike.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
at the 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got three down.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, Gibson. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 51. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Mike 51.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Landry, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 30 base. Pick it up. Watch safety creep. Big trip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's coming. Double up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 36, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tanner Vallejo, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
King! Hurry!
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Browns.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guy. Will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
51, come on. Hey, Delta. Watch out. Look, squeeze. Hey, rock it.
Lock now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry for James Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Try to get it to Landry there. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hustle.
Down to the 25. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. It's been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A give running right is Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. That's a gain of 6 on the first down. Run.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Set, 180. Free. Don't let free. Play outside deep. Run. Free defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This is fielded at the goal line. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Williams on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third and 5.
Down, 30 base. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Now.
From the gun, it's locked. This is brought in by Gibson. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Topper! Hey, exit. Shoot!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here, one. Watch the twist.
Locke going to throw.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Locke working out of the gun. That one caught by Gibson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Run. Tighten up. Hey, Steve, sit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Josh Jones in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Good job, man.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They look to throw. It's locked. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll go for it. It's locked. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Gibson, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. And 2 stop. All day, defense, all day.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Locke going to go on 4th down. Fighting to stay upright. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry! Pistol.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Get him, boy!
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check three. Check 37. Kill. Point it right.
They run. Chubb. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's get off the field, D. Hurry!
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
25, check 25, check 25. Out. Kill.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Single in the slot.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah, it's been loud in here so far. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
180. 31. Hurry!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Hurry, hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the... line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 35, 935. Watch the run. Hey, check 24, 124. Let's go. Watch out.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, But I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Go, Jeff.
Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Good. 180. Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage. Advantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Slant. Hey, switch gears. Check. Front.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Push him back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Browns, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.